We're gonna do another trailer loading video with Castor, and this is I think the second time he'd gotten all 4 feet in, and I didn't really necessarily want him to get all 4 feet in last time. He just kind of offered it. I really want to do two, then three, then four, but he kind of just got all of them in there. Usually that doesn't happen. I mean, sometimes it does. It really depends on the horse, but he also still needs to work on waiting to get in the trailer and balancing this behavior by rewarding him outside. So I should be feeding him outside here. I probably say that a lot during the videos, but I should have been doing a lot more feeding there. I was just moving the divider back so that I could be in a little bit of protected contact, and then I'm using my target underneath of the divider for him to follow, and then he just kind of gets right into um, the slot or the slant, his little place in the back here. I don't know what it's called, but he's going to follow that target and go all the way in and kind of put his nose in the corner of the divider. So that's what I'm like wanting here. I don't want all of this up and down and up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to show a bunch of other videos where I'm working on trailer loading until I fix this part, because for a while I was just doing it wrong and didn't spend nearly enough time balancing this behavior, and now I have this, he's constantly wanting to go in, which I understand is a good thing, but I want it to be on cue. I don't want him just running the trailer every single time. I want him to wait and get on and off what I ask. So I should be feeding a lot quickly here, a lot more quickly, like feeding, feeding, feeding. He gets a lot for this. He should get like probably 70% rewards here, and then the rest of the 30% in the trailer. And I can fix that ratio as long as he's waiting. So that, I mean, he's waiting excellent right here. I should be feeding him more and giving him more food on the ground or in my hand, what doesn't matter, whichever, because I really need to reward that staying right there at the door and waiting for my cue. So again, I get a little stuck on just getting whatever thing I'm training done. I'm like, I just want him in the trailer. I just want him to lunge or go forward or do whatever it is that I want, and you get stuck doing that. Or I want to fly spray him. I just want the fly spray on. I just want him in the trailer. And then you get stuck, and then you end up with all these behaviors you don't want. So I will make other videos with him very specifically showing how I fix this. The other one, I do have other ones where I'm like, I'm still doing this, but at the time didn't really think it was that big of a deal. I'm trying to balance it out, but not doing a great job of it. But I'll start putting those in there and showing you guys how to fix that, because if that does happen, then you know how to fix it. So he's getting really close here, so I'm clicking while he's picking up those back feet. So I'm trying to show him that when it's not the front feet, it's when you start lifting that back foot, that's what I'm rewarding. So gotta be careful with that, because if you get your horse up to the trailer and he goes up to here and he stops here with both hind feet, and you click him for that, he's going to think this is the position you want, and then you won't get those hind feet in. So you got to be very specific, paying attention to your horse, and having good timing with that click. Same thing's going to be important with negative reinforcement. If I'm gently applying pressure to his halter and he ends up stopping here and I release, again, I'm telling him the same thing, just with a different form of reinforcement. So I do like that he's standing here and just kind of hanging out. He's not rushing off the trailer. I don't have that problem. I have more of a rushing on problem, which is probably not super normal problem to have, but can still be annoying. So, and for this, I kind of had to set him up at an angle, so you had to start off to the right side of the trailer when you're watching this video, so right by the door, because he needs to turn left a little bit in order to fit into that slot and get his nose up. He can't go, he could, but it's going to be a lot easier for him to kind of go from this position up and to the left, there he's trying with that left hind, than it is to just go in from this position, because it's at an angle and he's not going to, it's going to be a lot harder to get those feet up in there. So that time he didn't try that much, so I'm just going to ask him to back out and try again. So he's one of those horses that needs some momentum, and there he goes. He goes all the way in, which is not exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to just try and pick up that one of his hind feet, and he just went ahead and went all in, which is fine. So I'm giving him a jackpot here because I do want him all the way in, but so I'm going to reward that a lot. But I was asking originally for just the three legs. So, but he's doing excellent with that. Definitely not super afraid of the trailer. I definitely could be a lot clearer with what I want him to do, but he is making decent progress as far as going in. He definitely wants to go in, so just a few more things to work on.